The residents of Słupsk, Poland have made their wishes clear. They demand the city authorities and the government stop mass immigration into their city. The residents of Słupsk took to the streets after a foreigner integration center was opened there in early June. They fear that the introduction of migrants will lead to the kind of pathologies that Western Europe has been struggling with for years. We don't want to feel like victims. We don't want to feel threatened by foreigners increasingly appearing on our streets. We can see this happening, and we know what is going on in Western Europe. The residents of Słupsk have submitted a petition to the town hall demanding that the authorities adopt a resolution not to accept immigrants under any potential forced relocation program. As a local community, we demand that the authorities take decisive action to ensure our safety and stop investments that encourage the further influx of migrants into our cities and villages. We consider it unacceptable that decisions on immigration are made without prior public consultation. Over 600 people signed the document, but this did not make much of an impression on the mayor of Słupsk, who accused them of hate speech. We strongly oppose any actions that promote exclusion, intolerance, and hate speech. As local authorities, we cannot remain indifferent to attempts to create social divisions and stir up hostility towards migrants, regardless of the reasons for their arrival. The problem, ignored by many in power, continues to fester. Recent incidents indicate that Poland's borders are getting increasingly porous. Here is a group of a dozen or so foreigners who are wandering the streets of Szczecin on Friday evening.
Excuse me, do you speak English? Do you speak English? What are you doing here? We are from Somalia.
It turned out they were Somalis, most likely brought to Poland by German authorities. Here, too, nearly 400 residents of the city signed a petition against the forced relocation of illegal immigrants and the establishment of a foreigner integration center. Today, the people of Szczecin are afraid to let their children go out alone. I have just received information that migrants were taking photos of children at a local lake. This morning, I received photos of migrants lying under a tree in Żeromski Park in Szczecin, next to a children's playground. This is no joke. This is not fiction. It is all documented. The number of potential asylum seekers is also growing. In 2023, Poland accepted almost 9,500 applications for international protection. In 2024, 16,895 applications were accepted. In the last 3 months alone, Poland has accepted almost 4,000 asylum applications. At the end of May, nearly 13,000 immigrants were waiting for their asylum applications to be processed. All this despite the suspension of asylum applications at the Belarusian border. Donald Tusk has announced a moratorium on issuing residence permits to immigrants. But, according to these reports, we can see very clearly that the western border is porous. Why are immigrants flooding in ever-increasing numbers? Because Donald Tusk will not defy the will of Berlin or Brussels. Thus, Germany continues to dump tens of thousands of unwanted migrants into Poland with full impunity.